Norse Atlantic Airways, a fairly new budget airline, recently opened up a non-stop route from LAX to Athens, Greece, and we decided to take a chance and purchase 4 round-trip tickets for our family's summer vacation. Reviews online for Norse are pretty negative, so I decided that I'd post about my experience from check-in to arrival in Athens and back again.
Well, the check-in process online goes pretty smoothly. They actually offered us a very reasonable $11 upgrade to priority boarding, which I think is well worth it. So we're going for it. $44 for 4 travelers. Not bad.
We arrived at LAX 2 hours before the flight and began the process of getting on the plane. The Norse check-in line went quickly and efficiently.
Well, this was pretty smooth at the airport. Took about 15 minutes in line, to be expected. Got our bags checked and we're off and running. Pretty good so far. So we paid $11 to get a priority boarding, so I'm just kind of wondering what that means. I think they're saying that we're going to be in the second group to board, which on an economy fare, that's not bad. We'll see what happens.
There was some minor confusion by the staff about that priority boarding that caused us to board with Group 3 rather than 2, but in the end, it didn't matter because the flight wasn't even close to full. We settled into our seats on the Boeing 787 Dreamliner and we're pretty happy.
You know, the seats are a little tight, but they're very comfortable and they've got the little headrest built in, personal screen, so the big thing is it doesn't seem like the flight's going to be delayed, which is always what you worry about with a budget airline.
I was enjoying a little Blade Runner 2049 when all of a sudden...
Okay, first problem arises. Most of our party do not have working movie screens. They may have to move them if they don't get them working. Not cool.
However, once in the air, the day was saved when everyone without a screen was able to relocate. But if this flight wasn't half full, no movie screen would have been a major problem. So what's the food like? I'm happy to report it's good, tasty airline food. A tangy chicken curry with cheesecake and a toasted bun, and vegetarian options if requested. An economy ticket only includes 1 meal service, but a second meal can be purchased as well. The 12-hour flight zipped by, and before we knew it, we were approaching Athens a few minutes early, and the wake-up light show they threw upon beginning our descent was epic.
Well, that was a fantastic flight. Really smooth and actually got some sleep. And we are here in Athens.
2 weeks later, we returned to the airport with smiles on our faces, but this time, we were notified of a 2-hour delay the morning of our flight.
Well, every round-trip flight has a return trip, and the flight here to Athens went smooth as silk. We really enjoyed it. It was not too crowded. We all got good sleep. This flight is beginning 2-hour delay, and there's not really a lot of communication here at the airport about where the gate is and all that kind of thing. Now, I don't know if it's the airline's responsibility for gate assignments or posting gate assignments, or if that's the airport's responsibility, but there seems to be a lot of confusion about what gate we go to. So the return trip is starting out a little less smooth than the flight here.
But the screens worked, and we got to LAX. 2 hours late, but with no further problems. Now, would I fly Norse again? Absolutely.